video game review time.
Mayhem, brought to you by
Electronic
Arts.
Lovely game. So we are reviewing WCW Mayhem. It was released in September of 1999. We had it on 64, PlayStation, and Game Boy Color. And I remember this game being fucking horrible.
I watched it a little bit last night, and it doesn't seem to have changed any opinions.
But there's a couple of things that are funny about it. First of all, and I know we've talked about this on the podcast before, and since they have this ESPN deal, I could see in the future WWE games becoming EA Sports, just like Madden. It's in the game. We've talked about this on the podcast when that's happened, and I think it's closer now that ESPN deal is done. But the funny thing is, this piece of shit was done by EA Sports. So we've already actually had an EA Sports wrestling game. Just didn't go so well back then. This is EA Sports. Now, I'll read all these firsts this game had. This was the first WCW game to have all 12 pay-per-view venues.
Okay.
It also had all 3 major shows, which were Nitro, Thunder, as we're seeing right now, and Saturday Night's Main Event. It also was the first game to integrate audio commentary provided by Bobby Heenan and Tony Schiavone, and you only got that if you had N64. That was not on the PlayStation version.
Oh, wow. I did watch a little bit of the PlayStation version as well, but this footage is actually from the 64.
Yeah. It also had a pay-per-view mode, which was unique from other games at the time. And in that, a player could enter a code to unlock real-life pay-per-view match lineups. So, like when this game came out, if you got the Halloween Havoc, you could enter a code and get the actual match card from Halloween Havoc that year.
Oh.
It only lasted 3 months, though. And it seems like it was a timing issue because if someone left or whatever, because of when they had to give you the access to it, the card could change or whatever. So it just looks like it ended up being too complicated for them to keep doing it.
Yeah, and this is before we were online. This is before DLC. So it's not like if somebody new showed up to that next pay-per-view, you couldn't just add them to the game.
Right. Yeah, and then it received some criticism, which again, older times, and today we're like, we don't care if this happens, but some people were mad because the roster was out of date, because once it came out, like Jericho was already gone, Raven was already gone, Dean Malenko and Eddie were gone really quickly after the game came out. Nowadays, we don't care, right? Because I remember us talking about how Cody was in the AEW game and and I think Punk too. Punk was like in both games. Like today, we're like, we don't care. Then it was funny too because Bobby Eaton was a character on the roster for this game and was not wrestling at this time, so he was kind of like a Legends thing.
Yeah.
And then with Sting, you actually had the original Sting, like Surfer Sting, and Wolfpack Sting, and Crow Sting. So you had 3 different Stings. So, but again, I don't remember liking this at all. I mean, I remember the game.
It looks a little rough. I mean, I'm
Not
watching.
only
I don't remember if I played it. I don't think I did.
I got it on 64 because I had a 64. But from what I remember too, it's not just that it looks bad when you're watching it, but the gameplay was not easy. If you know what I mean, like still early on in games, right? So everything was fucking complicated. Like I don't remember it being like you push circle to punch, you push. I remember having to push like multiple stuff all the time just to do basic fucking moves.
So it was almost like trying to play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, where you got to go
like
down and right.
But like everything, yeah, exactly. You had to do all this stuff.
Do a DDT, up, down, B.
Yeah. And they actually, originally there was a sequel planned for it, but guess what? That didn't happen. Big shock, right? They never released Mayhem 2. I don't know why. Yeah.
And Mayhem was based on a WCW pay-per-view, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm still learning we're just now starting this WCW.
These were towards the dying days. So
yeah. I'm not completely familiar with all the WCW pay-per-views, so
yeah, and of course Thunder was the show they added towards the end. That was their second weekly show that people in charge decided they needed because WWE had SmackDown, to television, so they decided they needed another show. And,
right.
That didn't work out very good either. But when I look at the reviews, now I remember this thing being crap. but on average, they got a 6 out of 10 from most places, like Game
So it
Informer,
wasn't
Game Fan,
bull
Game
crap.
Revolution. I remember it being crap, but you know, a lot of 4.5s. Yeah, I mean, it had a great roster, and it was cool that it had like all the different arenas. Um, but yeah, I just remember not being
It's
fun.
like
And
a
again, I think the
given
characters,
now, but
I think the characters look kind of funny, like they were trying to be more realistic. And again, this is like that other game we reviewed from WWF, the hand thing. Like DDP's hands are not moving; they're just like this the whole time. Oh, he made a fist there, but see, it's just you got to. And that looks like Crush from WWF. I don't even know who the fuck he's fighting. I have no idea who that guy is.
Bobby Blaze is his name.
Oh, Bobby Blaze. That's another one I read that he's not active anymore, but they included him in the game. I've heard the name, but yeah, I don't know who Bobby Blaze is.
Yeah, it shows their names in the bottom. At the bottom.
Yeah, if I remember right, I don't even think I kept this game. I think I ended up trading it or
compared to, I'm pretty sure I still owned WrestleMania 2000 somewhere.
Like I was still playing that kind. I was playing No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000, and I still think the best WCW game was WCW NWO Revenge.
Oh yeah,
I don't remember
anything
including that as far as WCW.
That's peak WCW. I don't think any WCW game tops that.
No.
WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Am I wrong? I haven't even seen. Is there a fucking crowd? I haven't seen a crowd anywhere.
I don't think so. I don't think there's a crowd.
This was before the virus, but they still. Oh, there's some. There were some.
Just not at ringside or not.
No, and they didn't even look. They don't even look 2D. They just look flat. They just like blobs of color. By the way, this is not video game related, but I find it very. Yeah, look back there. They're just like blocks of color. That is the worst crowd I've ever seen.
I don't know about the worst, but yeah, it's not great.
This is not to do with this video game, but I found this interesting. They showed the other day that WWE has filed a trademark for Thunderdome, which was what they called it when they were in the pandemic.
Yeah, I remember Thunderdome.
So interesting, wondering why they trademarked Thunderdome. But anyway, I don't think anyone wants to relive that. But victory! Oh man, it said don't forget to insert your controller pack, kids.
I do like.
Don't forget.
So I haven't watched DDP in quite some time. I'm really looking forward to start seeing him on the podcast. But did DDP do the Diamond Dallas Bang over and over again when he won a match? Is that accurate to Diamond Dallas Page back then?
Yeah, that was his Hulk Hogan pose.
It was just like, well, I know what it was, but I'm just saying, did he do it constantly over and over again?
No.
In a row, not just like, did he do it a lot? No, I'm talking about literally like when he won the match,
glitching out. No,
we're just copying it over and over.
No.
Okay, so that's not accurate.
And by the way,
since
you brought up the diamond cutter and everything, I know we've said this on the podcast before, but in case we have new listeners or people don't know, like Jay-Z got sued over trying to use that because DDP used it first. DDP used that before.
So he trademarked it.
He was hip. He was hip before fucking Jay-Z was. All right. DDP's the one that was big pimping. Actually,
I did love it.
The funny thing is that I didn't notice back then, and I'm surprised because I was such a huge fan of Nirvana, is DDP's music was totally a ripoff of Smells Like Teen Spirit, and I don't know how WCW never got sued. Like, it's the same exact.
As long as you make it similar.
There's no words in it, and it's not Nirvana's version, but it's definitely Teen Spirit.
Yeah, I think it has to be almost identical before you can get it anywhere.
Of course, the older stuff we watched, we didn't care. But now, when you watch shit on, like when we watch this pay-per-view today, some people aren't going to have the right music because they're not going to play, what they were doing back then. No one cared about copyrights. It just came out.
Yeah.
So, but there you go. My advice is don't play this if you have retro systems. But if you want to try to play a crap fest, go right ahead.
I mean, if I get some hush money, I will play every.
I also remember kicking out being really. I remember it being really hard to kick out too. Like I think it was just a repetitive push, but I just remember it being like really hard to kick out pins. Yeah.
Was it okay?
I don't know anything I liked about it. I don't remember one thing I liked about it. And did you see that where it said finish him? Like they were working on Mortal Kombat back in the day. I did like the bars. They weren't as good as WWE's, but it showed you your damages, obviously, and then when it would start flashing red around there is when you could use your finisher or pin a guy and be able to take them out. So I kind of like the bar system. But other than that, it was kind of junk. So yeah.
Did they call the Diamond Cutter Stunner back then?
No, it was the Diamond Cutter.
They just said Stunner on the
No,
screen.
it said
right
stun.
before-
It was telling you your opponent's
Oh,
because it would do
okay.
stuff like that too.
Hard to
It was-
see that D, you know?
It was stunned. It would give it.
Sometimes it's hard to see the D, you know what I'm saying?
He'll be here all week, folks.
Thank you.
He'll be here all week. Wrong cock. Download the wrong cock. Good stuff. All right. Well, unless you
I'll
have
get
something else to add to this.
I'm worried I'm going to get a letter from the president because he's going to get confused.
I don't look. There would be nothing better than if Trump attacked the Boomer and Blaze show. What the?
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
please.
Yeah, let's go.
Attention.
I'll take that. I'll take that heat.
Yeah, Trump, what's up? You're a Hall
Yeah.
of Famer. We could have you on the show.
We watched South Park. That's a real life thing, huh?
That's a real life thing.
Yeah.
I loved a couple weeks ago when Linda was taking her place in the office because she's on Trump's administration, and it showed a picture, and it was her and Triple H and everyone in the pit, except Vince, of course. Vince wasn't there, but everybody in the picture, and it said, Stone Cold is stunned to everyone in this picture, including the president. Kane was in the picture, and he did Stone Cold Linda. He's done Linda before, too. So, yeah, it was a, good shit.
I think I remember the Linda Stunner, actually.
We
It's
only
been a
have
while.
one thing left that I know of,